G'day, and welcome back to another Ants Down Under video. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the infamous Phidole, more commonly known as the big-headed ants.
Well, here in all these tubes are my attempts at multiple mega colonies. I have queens in the same tubes that range from anywhere to 2 to 10 queens per tube.
Now, Phidole, unlike a lot of other species of ants, Phidole can actually have up to multiple queens. In the wild, some colonies can have up to thousands of queens, which I am going to try and attempt myself. And here's a bit of a close-up of one of my multi-queen tubes. You can see there's 5 queens in this tube here, and they haven't killed each other yet. I'd say once they start laying eggs, then it'll be a different story. Phidole are very special ants, as once they start getting workers, they will not only have one set of workers, they'll also have a soldier caste. Soldier castes are ants that have big muscly heads designed in storing food and defense for the colony. All up, I have about 70 queens, so I'm not really going to be using all of them. So let me know in the comments if you're interested in buying some, and I'll let you know, and I'm sure we can sort something out. Here, we just have a 2-queen colony, which usually the lower the amount of queens, the higher success rate, and the less other queens that will be killed. The reason having 2 queens instead of 10 in the one tube is much more successful is as the more queens you have, the more queens that are going to fight, and the more queens that fight, the more queens that die. I caught all of these queens about 3 weeks ago and just waiting for the first batch of eggs to be laid by any of the tubes. Hopefully that will be soon, but we are in winter in Australia, so I'm not expecting any of that to be too soon, but will be nice. Next up, we have just a container of dirt, really, with a colony of about 80 or so workers and 1 queen. I moved these guys in from a test tube setup not too long ago, and they've been thriving ever since. I just feed them honey and any isopods or insects that I find. Here you can sort of see that they're moving one of the isopods I fed them a few days back, either out of their hole or into. It's really quite hard to tell. But it's really cool just to sit and watch them. But it is annoying how small they are, as they are quite hard to see with the dirt as the background.
Seeing as these ants are in a dirt setup, I make sure to water their nest once a week as to make it easier for them to dig, and they can also drink the water that comes out of the dirt. Right here is the only bit you can really see into the nest. You can see they've placed their brood and whatnot up against the plastic, as I'd say it's the warmest spot. It's pretty cool being able to see this, as this is how they would have their brood and nest set up in the wild. I've had multiple attempts for looking for the queen, but still yet to see her. If you look close enough, you can see the eggs, larvae, and the pupae. The pupae are the more yellower ones, as they are much further in the development. Righto, onto another colony of Phidole. This is their outworld. As you can see, they are very due for a cleanup. I just haven't really had the time. You can see their liquid feeder, which I feed them water mixed with the sugar, and all their bits of insects that left over. Now onto the inside of the nest. This colony has about 100 workers and 2 queens, and they are growing ever so quickly. The speed of development has slowed down a fair bit, as it is coming into winter here in Australia, so I'm not expecting any eggs soon or this larvae developing. Here is the soldier ants I was talking about earlier on. As you can see, as I've accidentally aggravated the nest, the soldiers have gone out to fight. As you can probably tell, some of these soldier ants are much lighter in colour than the others. This is because they overclosed not that long ago. Well, anyways guys, that's it for this video. I just showed you a quick look at my Phidole colonies and queens, and really appreciate if you comment and like. See you later.